everyone, my name is Desola. I'm a fashion designer and you are welcome to my channel. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to Daisy's Wardrobe. If you're new here, welcome. And if you're an existing subscriber, welcome. I'm so happy to have you here. And if you've seen my videos before and you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do so. And put on the notification bell so that you know when I put up a new video. I'm an African-inspired ready-to-wear fashion designer based here in Lagos, Nigeria, and I've been in business for 10 years. And so here on my channel, I talk about fashion business, being a fashion designer, running a business, all things business, all things fashion, and sometimes I talk about my life. So like I said, I'm an African-inspired ready-to-wear fashion designer. I make clothing with African print and I sell them here in my store. And I have done this for the last 10 years, like I said earlier on. And so in this video today, I'll be talking to you about how to find the right customers to buy your ready-to-wear clothing line. So a lot of people may think or believe that running a ready-to-wear clothing line is the easiest way to make money when it comes to starting a fashion business or running a fashion business or a tailoring business or whatever the case may be. And some people start and they get crickets, really, literally, and they're wondering why they're not selling, they're wondering why they're not making money. And basically, one of the reasons why that is, there are so many reasons why people's ready-to-wear clothing line is not selling or they're not making sales in their business. I have a video where I talk about that on my channel. I'll try and put the link somewhere above. But yeah, there's so many reasons why people's ready-to-wear clothing line isn't making money the way they want it to make money or the way they expect it to make money. And one of them is not knowing who your target audience is or your target market. When it comes to any kind of business, knowing your target market is extremely important. Very important. A lot of people start ready-to-wear clothing lines and they don't know who their ideal customer is. They don't know what they look like. They don't know what their spending power is like. They don't know anything, literally. They just believe that, oh, I'm very creative. I can draw very well. I can design very well. I can sew very well. But they don't know who their target audience is or their target market, and then they start this brand. So not knowing who your target market is a very big problem. It's even the biggest problem, really, because once you know who your target market is, it is very easy to sell your clothing. A lot of people are in the mindset that, once somebody has money, they will buy from them. They say, what kind of customer are you looking for? They will say, oh, as long as this person has money, that's all. But the thing is, the person that has money, what you are selling may not necessarily what they want or what they're looking for. What you're selling may not even appeal to them. I sell ready-to-wear clothing and I see people that have a lot of money who I know that they can even buy everything on my rack and there'll be no problem. But what I sell is not what they want. They don't even like African print. It's not really their cup of tea. So that is where knowing who your target market is very important. Who are you making clothes for? What demographic are you making these clothes for? What kind of clothing are you making? And your target audience, can they afford your price points? Are you enjoying my video? Please give me a thumbs up and subscribe and put on the notification bell so that you know when I put up a new video. The price points that you have put on your garments to be sold. If you cannot answer this question, then I think it's something that you need to go and sit down and think about it very well, because it is very important. So for example, let's talk about someone who has started a ready-to-wear clothing line selling corporate clothing for men, we will take two examples actually. So let's start with corporate clothing for women. Let me start with women because women are the most of my audience. So, or the majority of my audience. So, I have just started a ready-to-wear clothing line, and my clothing line is for women and their corporate clothing. So first of all, who are my target market? Women, obviously. What kind of women? Are they women, young women within the age of 18 to 24? Or women within the age of 25 to 34? Or women within the age of 35 or 36 to 45? Because these different categories, their lives vary in different ways. Their spending power varies in different ways. The way they will dress will definitely vary. There may be some younger women who want to be conservative in their dressing, and there may be some older women who also want to be conservative in their dressing. But a younger lady who wants to be conservative in her clothing may not necessarily want to spend as much money. But a woman who is older and wants to be conservative in her dressing may be willing to spend a lot more money than this younger person. And it could be the flip of it. A younger person who is not necessarily conservative, but who is into her appearance, into her looks, and is willing to spend the money. And an older lady who is not necessarily conservative but has the money to spend, or may not even have. So you have to really, really think about this very, very, very well. There's no point making these corporate clothing and putting a high price point on them, and your younger audience who you are targeting cannot afford it. So in that place, you start to think about, how can I reduce this price point through my cost? And when I say cost, I'm talking about cost of production. So the kind of fabric you're using, can you find a cheaper alternative that will be of the same quality? Can you find ways to manufacture them at a cheaper rate than what you are currently doing? So it could be anything. You are the owner of the business, so you'll be able to know where to tweak your business, really. Another example is, let's use men's ready-to-wear clothing line. So you have started a ready-to-wear clothing line, or you currently own a ready-to-wear clothing line for men's clothing, men's native clothing, and you ask yourself, what kind of men in Nigeria, where we live, or where I live? I know that people who don't live in Nigeria and watch my videos, these native clothing that men wear in Nigeria is like up and down, two-piece. What kind of men wear this kind of clothing? You will say, oh, men between the age of 25 and 34 wear these kind of clothing, and majorly men within the age of 35 and 45, or 36 and 45, wear more than 25 to 34 or 35. But there's a difference. The kind of clothes that the kind of ready-to-wear native for men that you're making, what kind of quality is it? Is it a very high quality one? Is it very pricey? Then you'll be leaning towards the older brackets, because those are the ones that they wear it the most, they wear it a lot, and they will be more willing to spend the money, really. And one thing I've noticed about men when it comes to shopping, men are the easiest customers. I wish I had a male brand. I don't. But men are the best customers. They don't have too much issues. They don't have too much drama. They know what they want, and that's it. They may not come as often, but when they come, So anyway, let's go back. So sorry for the distraction. So you're going to go for the older ones. But if the kind of fabric that you're using is in between, not that too expensive and not that let me not call it cheap, on a more affordable end, then you can focus on the younger and the older and see which of these two will gravitate more towards your product. You definitely can make these kind of clothes for men within the age of 18 to 24 because they don't wear those kind of clothes. They only wear those kind of clothes when there's a special occasion, like they are required to dress in that kind of way. So if you understand my example, and I hope my two examples were helpful. So when you know your target market, you know your target audience, it makes a whole lot of things easier. It makes your marketing easier. It makes it easier to communicate your vision for your business. It makes it easier for you to market your customers. It makes it easier for you to talk about your product to your customers, basically, and they're able to connect with you. Unlike when you are trying to connect with somebody who has no interest whatsoever. It makes it easier for people that have connected with you. It makes it easier for them to refer your brand or refer your business, your clothing line to other people. So it is very, very, very important to know who your target audience or your target market is for your ready-to-wear clothing line. Now, if you know who your target market is and you are able to identify who they are, you want to be able to see them or they see you and sell to them once they experience your clothing line. Are you enjoying my video? Please give me a thumbs up and subscribe and put on the notification bell so that you know when I put up a new video. And once they have bought from you, you want them to also come back and buy from you again or refer you to someone else or bring in referrals to buy from your business. To nail this, you need to be consistent in so many ways. In the way that your customer experiences your business, the way your customer experiences your clothing line, you need to be as consistent as possible. So let's take the example of the male ready-to-wear. If your male ready-to-wear, you use some cotton to make these clothes and you have a certain kind of finish that your customers like, try as much as possible to stick to that kind of finishing and that quality that they already know you with. We can already identify you with. Don't say because like what we're going through in Nigeria now, exchange rates, dollar has become very expensive and affecting price of different things. Don't say because dollar is expensive, you will now go and settle for one inferior fabric. That is how you start to chase away your customers. Don't say because you are trying to meet all your overhead or fulfill all your overhead responsibilities, you need to cut down on the quality of the fabric that you use, or you need to change how your clothes are being made because probably you don't have a factory of your own and you kind of like outsource it. You're going to change from this factory to that factory because this factory is expensive and this one is cheaper. There's nothing wrong in changing places of production. When you're going to change place of production, you need the quality of your finishing to remain the same or even improve. You can't afford to go down because once you start going down, your customers too are going to go down and go left. If you understand what I mean. Finding the right customers can sometimes be very, very challenging. And when you find them, also keeping them and maintaining them can also be very challenging. But the thing is, when you know how and what you need to do, it makes it a little bit easier because at the end of the day, you're not God. You can't hold everybody to your business. But if you know the basic things and the most important things to do for your business, you will definitely be able to attract the right customers and also be able to keep the right customers within your business. So my video for today is done. Thank you for watching my video. If you enjoyed my video, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe and put on the notification bell so that you know when I put up a new video. Thank you for watching, and I will see you soon. Bye.